Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy. Yes, that'll do it every time. I don't have to. You're not my daddy. And just because you ask, 41 fit, but they say he may not come on time, but he'll definitely come when you need him. She wants llama, red pajama, reads a story with his mama. You got it, queen. This one's for you.
Oh, baby.
Llama, red pajama, read a story with his mama. Mama keeps his baby hurt. Mama llama go downstairs. Llama, red pajama, feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama, red pajama, call down to his llama. Llama.
That's for 41 fit. She's coming in hot. She said, can we get a llama, red pajama, reads a story with this mama? Llama keeps his baby hair. Llama, go downstairs. I'm all wrong. But y'all get it, y'all. We are crunk. We are hyped as hell over here in the palace. It's over 900 of you all. You know what? Tapping in on a Monday. And I saw somewhere. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Aqua Queen, T Rena. For letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. I see all of y'all. Miss Prince, 60 is in the house. Somebody put in a chat today. It was a doctor chat. I don't remember who it was, but I know it was a doctor that says, you know what? This is perfect timing. I'm going to pop open that bottle of wine. Listen, don't be using me. Pop open that wine, honey. It's all right with us. We love it. All right. I see somebody named Kay says Lapeef days. Lapeef season, honey, you name it, I'll claim it. But we are here to stand on business tonight because one thing that you don't do, honey, is invite me to a fight. You listen, I got a lot of patience. And I'm very methodical and I'm very strategic. But honey baby, one thing where I draw the line is if you threaten me, then game on. Let's talk about it because I am not fear activated and nobody. And when I say nobody, I don't give a damn who you are will hold me hostage by threatening to expose me. So let's expose it. We got receipts, we got texts, we got DMs. We're going to talk about it tonight. Sharon said, oh, let's go, queen. We going, baby. We going. Tease Take says, so mad I can't have my glass of wine in the palace. Started nursing program. So excited, but I am here, baby. Listen, a glass of tea, a cup of tea will do it. And without any further ado, we're going to get this party started, y'all. And then we're going to jump into it. I'm going to walk you through it from start to finish, what I'm talking about. It's always positive before negative over here. And we still going to end with a positive. I'm going to walk you through it. But before I do, y'all, money comes to me, flowing effortlessly.
Effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
Yes, money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. And listen, check it out. Listen, what happened Saturday? It threw me off for a bit. And for those of you in the chat, have my back. If you can remember this, if you were at Mimosas with Melody this Saturday, if you remember, and you know who I'm talking to, that special, lovely group. Y'all, the situation threw me off. So much so, I forgot to send the money to the mods. And by the time I remembered, it was 1 a.m. in the morning. But let me tell you, the queen is a woman of her word. They got their money. They got their money on the behalf of y'all, and they ate good. To Latrice, Linda Gamble, Tutu, Beat. And what we decided to do is we gave the girls the bulk of the money. Because, you know, I got 2 moderators. They held it down. And then we gave Simp God a little portion of it for holding it down on Saturday. But I just want to report to y'all that they did get their funds and they treated themselves like queens. So thank you, Palace. Vashti with a 20 piece and a pepper, super sticker, no caption needed, honey. We appreciate you pulling up to the Palace. Prophet is None, thank you for helping me hit that goal with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, hello, family. Listen, after this, we going live members only. We really gonna get into the details because I just may spare you today, lady, but I won't behind members only. GGB with a 5 piece and a pepper, no caption needed. You already know what time it is in the Palace. Natasha Graves standing on business with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, good evening, Queen and Palace. Every day is a chance to create the life you want. I receive it, baby. She says, keep pushing forward. Thank you, Natasha. That's an excellent reminder. Maria Bird, member for 2 months. Congratulations on your membership anniversary with the Palace. She said, hey, finally caught a live. We are glad you are here, honey. Joda C, baby, won't you just stay? With a 5 piece and a pepper says, hi, Palace. 41 Fit coming in hot. Llama, red pajama. Yes. We appreciate you, 41 Fit, for getting the party started. Aqua Queen, member for 11 months. She said, let's fight. We're ready. Listen, we're going to walk it slow like a dog. Is that all right with y'all? Prophet is None one with a 5 piece and a pepper said, I got your back, sis, and I appreciate you. The Black Women Lifestyle coming in hot with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, tomorrow, once we get my daughter settled in her dorm, I will pop open the wine bottle to drink. There you go. A huge celebration. Get them kids up out that house, honey, because you know they eat all the food in the summertime. We just talked about that on Saturday. Listen, Shonda Walker with a 10 piece and a pepper standing on business. No caption needed. No caption needed whatsoever. We appreciate all of you pulling in, your generosity with the Palace. Pooh Baby, a member for 14 months, says, hi, Queen, I have your back. I know you do, and I appreciate you, Queen. So with that being said, y'all, we are about to jump in. And as promised, I said I'm going to give you positive before negative. After that, I'm going to drop the link. And it is what it is from there. And then we're going to take it to members only. And just really talk like we likes to talk here in the Palace. Yvonne Puckett with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, I am so here for this. What a magnificent Monday you have made this. Hey, it's my pleasure. Roberta Collins with the 5 piece super sticker. No caption needed. No caption needed. So we're going to go behind the wall after this, but let's get it started because I know y'all are waiting like, what the hell is going on? Child, you tell me. You tell me. So I'm going to take you from start to finish. First of all, Mimosas with Melodies standing on business was absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular, y'all, from start to finish. When I tell you everybody in the building was stunning. Stunning. She spared no expense, as always. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. From the production value, the organization of it all, you know, you'll never get it 1,000% right, but they damn sure came close. When I tell you there's some of the most beautiful people in this community of millimeters, stunning women, stunning men, some of the most kindest people I've ever met, people that travel from all over. Y'all, we had a time, honey. We had a time. So behind the scenes for Mimosas with Melody, of course, you got, you know, the millimeters, and then you have your subgroups, and everybody's just kind of talking behind the scenes, making plans, travel, where we're staying, and all of this good stuff. And let me just tell y'all something. It's good to meet people in person because online just doesn't do it any justice. There are so many friendships that have forged from people being in the Palace or people becoming millimeters and just meeting. And I'm just saying, it's just so electrifying. So we, you know, a group of us, we made plans to meet up, traveling from all over the world. I purchased the bulk of the tickets. You know, of course, everybody contributed, but I got the bulk of the tickets for my group. Okay. And there's some stuff that y'all didn't know. I'm going to tell it all. Okay. So that we could all be seated together. For a particular reason that I am going to share here on this live. So of course I get to Huntsville on Friday. We get up, baby. We have a time. When I tell you Huntsville don't owe us nothing, we had a magnificent private dinner. It was just so freaking awesome. The restaurant staff treated us so wonderfully. So we did all of that. We get up on Saturday morning, we get ready, we go to the mall, we're looking for last minute items. The weather was absolutely beautiful in Huntsville because of the mountains. The heat ain't like the scorching Texas heat, honey. We got up, honey. When I tell you we walked for 74 minutes, we had breakfast, we had mimosas, and then I came on and I said what I said. We went to the mall. Yes, hollering at brows at the mall. We did all that. We're looking for outfits. I went and got my makeup done. Now it's showtime. The Set Noir and her crew, they pull up from Atlanta. They're rolling in. Hot Tea and her crew here for Hot Tea. I got my people. We got the Prince of Peace. We got people. Everybody's rolling in. We got How I See It. We got Mama V. We got Miss Ernestine Clark, y'all. Miss Ernestine is a dime piece. Let me tell you, we ran into her, I don't know how many times, slayed to the gods. Miss Ernestine is a role model, an example for all of us how to keep yourself right as you begin to age beautifully. Because, honey, she was Michael Kors down from head to toe. Okay, she had on her little hot shorts, them cutoff shorts, the jean shorts with her blazer, looking wonderful, fabulous. Okay, so we get to the event. We get to the we all in the hotel. We doing our thing. We're coordinating. Um, Hey, here for Hot Tea is here. Hey, child. Did we not have a time? Listen, Huntsville don't owe us anything. So by this time, we know what time to be there. Okay. The event starts at 7 p.m. And if you want to get there at 6:30, you could. There was no need for us to go downstairs at 6:30 because we're in the host hotel. Okay. That's the best thing you can do when you travel. You jump on the elevator, you walk right down, honey, into the event. And when you're done, you go back up to your room. So we coordinated our times that we will get there and walk in about 6:50-ish. Okay. Not a big deal. So we all come down, we walk in, we're ready, but we had to sign non-disclosure agreements. So you have production air, the cameras are rolling. It's so beautiful, y'all. It is absolutely, I'm just like, damn. Okay. So you got the Prince of Peace, you got Queen Sheba, you got Here for High Tea, you got Tech Guy, you got the Estet Noir, you got Desiree, and then you got all the greats and the fabulous that are already in there. There's a few things of people, a couple of people didn't know, but I'm gonna share it with y'all in a minute. So we all had to come in as a group, right? And we get, oh Lord, here we go. So we walk in and we get to our table. Not a big deal. There's already 2 people seated there. Not a big deal, right? So as the table, what is it called, y'all? The table tents with your names. Beautiful job by Melody and her team. They're out. They're laid out. And somebody's in one of our group seats. And I said, oh. So as I'm beginning to do the count, I said, oh, I think you guys are in our seats. Okay. And the man says something to the nature of, well, we were told to sit here. They don't have seats for us, or they couldn't find our name. So we're going to sit here. And we were told to sit here. And I said, oh, wow. I said, but we're all as a group. We're all here as a group. And that was done by design. So maybe I can go get the lady to move y'all, to go ahead and move y'all so that we can all stay together and then they can get you a different table. And I remember him saying, we ain't going nowhere. You can move, but we're not. So as I'm looking at the lady, right, I'm like, that lady looks familiar to me. I can't put a name, but I know I've seen, yikes, Melvin Elephant. Listen, thank you. At a black tie event, okay? At a black tie affair. Follow me very closely. This is about to escalate. As a matter of fact, go get a drink. Let me put on that white man. Go get a drink. Y'all go get a drink. Go get a drink. Oh, Lord. So the man is saying that to me, and my brain is going 1,000 miles per minute because number one, I am a problem solver. Number two, I'm looking at the lady's face and I know her from somewhere. I just can't put two and two together, right? The third thing is I know we can't be separated for a reason. I know that for a fact, and I'm going to tell you the reason in a minute. But when the man say you can move because we ain't, that's when you clock in as a Black woman. And I'm looking. I'm like, okay, well, these are our seats. And he says something like, the lady's over there. So I go up to the lady and I said, hi. I said, we have a problem with the seats. I walk her back to the table. The couple that's there saying, well, y'all couldn't find our name, so we're going to sit here. We're going to sit here. And I'm looking at her and I said, I'm just going to talk to you. Because at this point, I hear the man say to me, we not gonna bow down to you neither. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who is this man? So at that point, I'm like, I am not doing this at Melody's event. Because I know for a fact this is our table, number one. And I also know for a fact that I know something else that they don't know. Number two, oh no, ma'am. We're not about to make a scene. So at this point, I look at the lady and I said, I'm just going to talk to you so that things won't escalate. And I hear the man who's the husband of the woman sitting there saying, but what you gonna do is you gonna tell the truth. And I'm like, whoa, how come my husband's not here? Of all days, my husband is not here. So I said, sir, I'm not even speaking to you. I'm speaking to this lady, but I'm talking to you and we not moving. So I look at the lady. I said, I'm not sure what to tell you. I was purposely sat here for a reason. She said, okay. I walk away because at this point, physiologically, you can feel your body. Okay. It don't matter how cool you try to be. The man, first of all, sir, you had no business talking to me like that. Period. Okay. That's the first thing. Number two, just like I was talking to the lady, you could have stepped up and talked to the lady and we could have worked something out. Now, I want to give the couple the benefit of the doubt that their table tents were probably missing. Let's be fair. However, this is a black tie event. It could have happened to anybody. Had my table name been missing and I was asked to take a seat, and not only did they take a seat, I got to get to that. If a group comes in, imagine going to a restaurant and you make reservations and the hostess walks you to your table and you have all of your family members and it's two people at your table and you say, oh, hi, this table is for our family. And they say, well, they didn't have a table for us, so we gonna sit here. And you thinking, with my family? And you look around the restaurant and there's more than enough tables and they said, we're not moving. We ain't going nowhere. You can move. So you want two of us to move from our party so you can sit with my family and still be here and be irritated and agitated. That doesn't make any sense. So at this point, I'm like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. But let me chill. Let me get my fucking face together, because what I'm not going to do is get caught slipping. Okay, this is insane. So I'm talking to the lady. So the table was already an upgrade, VIP. I'm going to show receipts and everything. The table was already an upgrade when you upgrade your experience from standard to VIP. I'm not saying they did or did not have tickets. All I'm saying is that your tickets, you were not at our table. That entire table was for our family. Okay, let's just be clear. Okay, so the lady upgrades me from VIP along with somebody else in the party. Let me put it there, to sit at a different table with the cast members. Follow it very closely. I turn around and I offer the couple, I said, if you would like, they've just extended 2 seats with the cast. If you would like to sit with them and have that experience. That man said, I ain't going nowhere. You go. At that point, I told the lady, I'll go. Don't worry. I'll go. I'll do it for Melody. I sure will. I'll do it for Melody. I go over to the table. See, what this couple didn't know, and what I'm going to explain is I'm going to explain it in a minute. I go over there and I'm going to take my seat, but I decide, whoa, the set was like, let's go get a mimosa. I was like, oh, yeah, let's go get a mimosa. So we go get a mimosa, and the hostess comes back over, and I get okay, thank you here, Hot Tea. Check it out. She says, okay, so we move once. Pay attention. Absolutely. And here for Hot Tea was with her. We were all one big family, y'all. Okay. So we moved once because this couple refused to get out of our seats. Not saying they didn't have tickets. You just were not seated with us. We moved once. We're getting our cocktails. And then we were asked, listen, basically, because this couple refuses to move out of our seats, it starts what is it called, y'all? A domino effect, a snowball effect of moving cast. Oh, it's going to get good, and moving other people. So then we were asked to move a third time, some of our party, to accommodate the couple. And we finally landed at the most premier table. We landed at the premier. No, production did not sit them there, Mary. Production didn't do that. Mary, I see your question. So we were sat at the premier table with Randall Pinkett, Dr. George Frazier, Melody Cherie, and her mom. Because they refused to move, Melody and her mom gave up their seats so that me and Hot Tea and another party with us could have the prime seats that we were supposed to have in the first place. There's a reason we were supposed to be at that table. I'm going to get into it. So Melody downgraded her entire experience. I would have sat in the back. It's not the point of the seat. I would have sat in the back. The point is that table was organized for a reason. You had on the right, when you walk into the ballroom, to the far right against the wall, you had a cast table. To the far left, you had a cast table. In between the cast tables, you had two other tables that were VIP. And there were more VIP, but this was the front line. You had the table that I was seated at, and then you had the big table with Miss Van, Melody, and all of the panelists and keynote speakers, right? Everybody, watch this, that was participating in the show. The first 5 tables in the first row were reserved for people that were participating in the show. Write that down. And they refused to move. But let me tell you what Black excellence is. I moved anyway. Without giving too much detail. Because number one, I knew you was on some bullshit, ma'am, when I walked up. Now, let me tell you how it got nasty. Hold on. This is where it gets nasty. So that's a lot. That's still a lot, right? For me, it was. So at this point, yes, she is here for Hot Tea. Mel is very kind. Now, let me tell you why Melody gave up her seat. Not because I wouldn't take a different seat. It had nothing with, she didn't want me to. I needed to be in that seat for a reason. Everybody on that row participated in the show one way or the other, or they were guests of people that were going to participate. Do y'all follow very closely? Okay. And I'm not talking about cameras, y'all, meaning on stage. They were going to participate as a panelist, as a speaker, or something. And this were their guests and their family members. Keep following me. Trending says, Queen Sheba is building to it. She's providing context. I am. So at this point, we take a seat. Your keynote speakers walk in. We give them a round of applause. Melody walks in with her grand entrance. They start the show. I think, yeah, they start the show. They do the show and all of this. In between the show, we stop to take a pause for dinner so that our hot dinner could be served. In that time, Melody comes off stage and she goes around and she starts to say hi. She comes to her table. This is the grand table, not even the original table I'm supposed to be at. She's hugging Randall Pinkett from The Apprentice. She's hugging Dr. Frazier. She's hugging all of these special VIPs. And she hugs me and she whispers to me, how come you're not in your seat? Why did they move you? And I said, at that point, Black excellence. Number one, we're not going to disturb this queen's peace. Number two, I'm not going to throw this couple under the bus. Had no intention of doing it. Didn't even say nothing. I said, child, long story. Trying to be respectful, because I could have said something right there and had it fixed. But that's not what it's about. It's about honoring people when they have their moment. Okay. So we get through the event. Everything's great. It's wonderful. Everything ends. We went over a little bit. Okay. They went over about 30 minutes. They had to shut it down. Here for Hot Tea says facts. Absolutely. You honor people. You don't bring them bad news at their event, even when they're asking you what happened. That's what you do. You don't say nothing. Oh, girl, child. I said, long story. Because there's a reason, and I'm going to get to it. So everything ends. People are taking pictures. People are having a good time. All of this, all of that. Let me put a pin in it there. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to skip to today, Monday morning. Then I'm going to go back to Saturday. Is that okay with y'all? All right. That was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I get home from Huntsville. It's done. It's behind me. I get a fucking DM this morning. This lady wakes up on some bullshit. Okay, it's done, ma'am. Watch this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right. Hold on. Let me see if I can read it. And I'm going to try to read it really, really fast. All right. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I got to pull it up. All right. Here we go. And I could be real petty, but I'm not. So I left the name out, even though you threatened to expose me. So this is what I get at 7:10 a.m. Ma'am, you supposed to be having a cup of coffee and enjoying your damn day. I'm going to give it to you from her perspective. And then I'm going to fill in the gap. She says, my husband and I arrived at Mimosa with Melody in Huntsville at 6:30 p.m. To find our table and to be on time for the event. And in parentheses, she put, I purchased 2 VIP tickets. There was not a nameplate for us, and the hostess set us at a table where you would have been seated. You had 3 places, not 4. Now, she started off telling me what the hell I had. You had 3 places, not 4. You came in late and approached us, not even knowing who we were, assuming that we had not purchased VIP tickets. Who told her this, y'all? Asking my husband to find somewhere else to sit. How dare you? How would you have felt if I approached your husband like that? We tried to be nice to you, but you insisted that you deserved to have 4 places. I nor my husband was going to move just because you thought you were better than us. Not only had I supported you by being a subscriber and a paid member, giving you $9.99 per month and giving likes to all of your commentary, I unsubscribed to your membership and Instagram because of the way you treated us, because of how I treated her, for her sitting in my seats. Okay. I met you at the first event with Carlos and Melody, and you were very nice. However, watch this. Now that you have grown, your attitude and your demeanor is different and very off-putting. I thought about going to YouTube and putting this out, but I never want to take away. Hold on. Let me see. She said, I thought about going to YouTube and putting this out, but I never want to take away. And let's go to another one because I cut it off. I want to be fair. I want to read it from her perspective. Hold on. Let's bring it up. But I never want to take away. It sounds like she's saying from another Black woman. Now, let me go to the next one. You were assuming, and it sounds like she repeated herself, you were assuming that we had not purchased VIP tickets, asking my husband to find somewhere else to sit. How dare you? Oh, no, I'm repeating myself. Hold on. I'm sorry. I put it up here twice. Please bear with me. Let's go to the second message, the second portion of her message. This morning, on some bullshit at 7:10, 2 days later after the event. Okay, no, I was right. I was right. Hold on. I'm getting confused by the lady's message. Okay, that's because she was repeating herself. That's why I got confused. Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Give me 1 second. So basically, she was saying she was gonna out me on YouTube, but she don't never want to take away from a Black woman. And she continued on to say again, you assume that we were not VIP. Listen, I ain't know nothing about their tickets. All I knew is they was in my seat. Asking my husband to find somewhere else to sit. How dare you? How would you have felt if I approached your husband like that? We tried to be nice to you, but you insisted that you deserved to have 4 places. I nor my husband was going to move just because you thought you were better than us. That's the second or third time she said that. Not only had I supported you by being a subscriber and a paid member per month and giving likes. Okay, didn't I repeat this? Maybe she repeated it. Hold on. Okay, basically she's just saying she thought about going to YouTube and airing me out, right? And she's immediately she unsubscribed from Instagram and YouTube. That's her prerogative. I have no qualm with that. But keep in mind, let me go back to the beginning. Now I'm gonna insert truths in what happened. When she starts off by saying her husband and her arrived at 6:30. Ma'am, that's your prerogative. You could have came at 5. You could have came at 4. You can arrive when you want. The event started at 7. And then she goes on to say that because they wanted to find their table on time. That's fine. That's your prerogative, not mine. And that their nameplates, there was no nameplates for them. I don't doubt that. And then she was sat at a table where I was supposed to be seated. You know how she knew? Because she saw my name. Now, if you are a member and you're a supporter of mine and you're a supporter of Melody and you're a Palace member and I come and I say, oh, baby, those are my seats. Let me do it like this. If I was a member of content creators and they say, hey, baby, oh, girl, I'm so sorry. These are our seats. And I know and I don't have a name anywhere. Me personally would have got up and me personally, not telling this lady, I would have got up and I would have found the hostess and I would have said, all right, sweetheart, you got to help me figure this out because now we're in somebody's seat. Okay. And she said that I came in late. No, I didn't come in late. I came in when I wanted to come in. I don't have to come when you come. She said I had 3 places, not 4. Ma'am, who told you that? And how do you know how many tickets I purchased? Pin that. Remember that. I don't know nothing about her VIP experience. I didn't ask her what kind of tickets she had. So as you start to see, she's creating a story. You assume that we didn't. Ma'am, I didn't ask you no questions. I don't have a right to do that. All I know is you were at our table. Okay. She kept saying that I insisted that I deserve to have 4 places. Ma'am, I paid for 4. We paid for 4. What are you talking about? And not only did we pay for 4, we paid for 8. That whole table belonged to us because you were actually in my seat and your husband was in Jay Taylor's seat, the makeup artist. So let's be very clear. Okay. But I didn't have to give you all of that information because that's neither here nor there. If you're in somebody's seat, you're in somebody's seat. And that ticket was also mine because Jay gave it to the Palace and the Palace gave it to somebody else. So every one of those seats belonged to us and they were paid for. Let's be very clear. Okay. And she said she supported me by being a subscriber and a member. Okay. And that I've been nice to her. I was very nice and still am. That has nothing to do with you being in my seat. I didn't call you out your name. I just simply said, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. We have these. There must have been a mistake. These are our seats. And maybe we can find a hostess to seat you somewhere else. You were defensive. And I understand her being upset about not having her name. But me personally, and then she said, how would you like it if I would have spoke to your husband like that? Let me give you some tea, ma'am. First of all, my husband would have got up and let you sit down. That's the kind of man my husband is. My husband would not sit at a table while a group of women are standing in high heels trying to figure out who stays and who goes. That's the kind of man I'm married to. My husband would have got up like a man does and say, ladies, have a seat and I'll figure it out. That's what my husband would have done. You wouldn't have had to say anything because he would have been trying to figure it out so that the ladies are comfortable. But let's move on because I responded. Here we go. I responded to her. For the record, let's be very clear. I purchased 4 seats and you were in my seat. Now, I don't owe this woman that, but here's the receipt. $856 because she's saying I'm asking for what I don't deserve. Now, even though you couldn't find your name and you already knew that was my table because you saw it, all the names. But let's get back to your thing, because now instead of you just saying, you know what, shit happens, it's okay, we can work this out together. You did offer me an upgrade. Even look, now you done found a way to say, hell, you didn't even have 4 seats. You had 3. Ma'am, right here. Right here. This lady comes back to me after I show her the proof, even though I don't owe her this. This lady comes back and say, I purchased 2 and you had 3. Still saying I only had 3 when we had the whole table, y'all. She said, I purchased 2 and you had 3. Let me be clear. Bloof, you are no better. Here she go with being better shit. You are no better than anyone else. I can't wait for others to see you for who you are. Well, surprise, here I am. And I said, bye, ma'am. Please stop harassing me. Listen, lady. Not only did you get a seat, you got seats that did not belong to you. And I accommodated you and I moved. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of it all. First of all, what you did not know is I was a special guest on that panel. And because we ran out of time, we didn't get to it. That's why Melody wanted me to be there so that all of her guests could have access to the stage to easily come on and off. That's the first thing. Just like the keynote speaker did, Dr. Frazier, and every other woman. So that when you're walking in those heels and you're walking in those dresses. So I was supposed to interview Melody at the end as an exclusive interview and as a surprise. That's what you didn't know, ma'am. Ma'am, you were at the wrong table. You sat at a table for people that were participating. For Melodies with Mimosa, on the panel for Mimosas with Melody. Had it not been for that, and me needing to be where I was told to be, y'all, I wouldn't have cared one way or the other. But I don't like going in people's houses and breaking the rules, which is why Melody looked at me and was like, what are you doing in a different seat than where we put you? I ain't even say nothing. I couldn't even say nothing. This lady disrupted everything to the fact that Miss Van had to be downgraded in her seat. Dr. Randall had to be downgraded. Everybody was moved, ma'am, because of you. That's what you don't know. Because they wanted to accommodate you. Now, here's my problem. I don't care about the seats. I just don't want to be disruptive when somebody tells me to sit somewhere, y'all. Are y'all following me? Are y'all following me? When you are told to sit somewhere, you sit your ass down. And that's where I was told that I needed to sit to be able to access the stage and get on and off because it's a surprise. Not only that, we got separated and the person that was supposed to escort me up to the stage couldn't even get next to me to hold my hands, because those going up and down those stairs, period, point blank. So that's what you don't know. In addition to you being loud and wrong, you sat in a place that was for special guests that were participating in the program because you refused to move. Now, here's my thing about you. I wouldn't have even come out with this until you, quote unquote, threatened to expose me. Expose what? That I was being obedient? I was sitting where I was asked to be sat, and then you backdoor, you think you better? Girl, where's that coming from? I'm here to work. What the fuck are you talking about? I am here to work. I flew all the way across from somewhere because, number one, love Melody. I'm here to work, girl. While you get to enjoy the show, I'm thinking about boom, boom, I got next. I got to be ready. Lights, camera, action. That is, y'all know how much anxiety go with that. Ask any content creator, any interviewing. I'm taking notes. I'm trying to keep my mind right. I'm feeling bad because the keynote speaker then got moved around. And this whole time, this lady is thinking nothing but about herself, not even thinking how she's. And I don't think Miss Van would care. That's not the point. But the point is, ma'am, you caused everybody to be shifted around. I had anxiety through my fucking head because I didn't want Melody to think. Now, why would Queen Sheba? Thank you. Here, Fahati says, yeah, you were taking notes down because it got me off of my game. And I still want to be respectful to Melody's event. And she was like, why are you over here? Why you not? And I'm like, Lord have mercy. Oh, now, if you are a supporter, a true supporter, because you know there were no bad seats in the house, y'all. Let's be very clear. It's not like a football stadium where you would have to go in a nosebleed. Everywhere was a beautiful seat. My question to you is, how come you didn't look around and notice, wait a minute, this is keynotes. That's a Miss Van. That's a Melody. That's bloggers. Wait a minute. I think, even if they told me to sit here, hold on, wait a minute. That's common sense. Why would you not want to support Melody in a way that maybe 8 people, maybe 10 people had to be shifted because of you? Now let's talk about that. While you busy thinking about yourself, that's my dogs. While you're busy thinking about yourself, you didn't think about what your stubbornness did and how it became an inconvenience to everybody else. And though those people did not say anything, they knew where they were supposed to be seated, just like Melody knew where they were supposed to be seated, and nobody said a word. I'm only saying something because you brought your ass back to my DM and had the fucking audacity to tell me that you were going to exploit me. Then here we are. Because you should have took it like a G and been grateful and thankful that people had enough gumph and exemplify Black excellence to take a seat so that you could have a higher place, which the Bible says never take the best seat in the house, because you could always be asked to be moved like you were. Now, I don't need that kind of support, to be honest with you. I'll give my seat up 1,000 times. It don't matter the damn to me. The point is, I was asked to be seated in a certain place, ma'am, and I didn't want to escalate it. But I don't need that kind of support from you or anybody else where we all seem like we're being disobedient and disruptive because somebody else feels like they should be somewhere that they shouldn't. I would go in a little bit more, but I'm going to give you the grace that you did not give me. Because the least you could have done is said thank you. Because not only did I give you my seat, but I also offered you the upgrade. So that I can stay next to my escort who was supposed to walk me on stage. And that's what you didn't know. So that you could be seated amongst the movers and the shakers. That's what you didn't know. And you still acted a plump fool talking about I ain't going nowhere. You gonna move, not me. Y'all, is that not some crazy? And I'm gonna say this with all due respect. Some of y'all do too damn much. Some of y'all do too damn much. And you try to hold content creators prisoners to your likes and your subscribes. And you try to hold these cast members prisoner to I'm a supporter. Don't nobody need or want that type of toxic support. You can take your marbles and you can go elsewhere. What you brought was a level of anxiety, a level of disruption, because at the same time, I'm thinking, oh my God, I am so embarrassed. And not because you were in my seat, but because it caused the mother of the main person to be moved. That's what you didn't know. To a corner seat all the way in. And I don't think man would care one way or the other, but where's the Black excellence that we demand from Carlos King? Where's the Black excellence that we demand from production? It's funny. Everybody want to be a diamond, but don't nobody want to get cut. See, when it was time for you to get up, nah, you refuse to. And then gonna tell me you think you deserve for it. Man, we pay for them. And it has nothing to do with paying for them. That's where we were told to sit. That's where we were told to sit. Period. And don't ever bring up my husband because he's a class act. My husband would have went and got you a drink. My husband would have went and found the hostess. And my husband would have separated from me just so that you as a lady could remain seated. So you would have never had to have a conversation with my husband, because he would have been the man that he is and made sure that you were treated like a queen, period. The same way he treats his wife. So don't you ever in your life, ma'am, threaten to out me, because I am who I say I am. And you could have got that work, but it would not place in and would not time. And I would not dare do Melody's event like you did it. Ever. My husband would not have opened his mouth to you. He would have got up and pulled that fucking chair out for you and insisted that you have a seat. Period, point blank. Because that's what we're there for, right? Standing on business and being excellent. What you was mad about, because some of y'all like to manipulate content creators and some of y'all like to walk in and manipulate the cast members. You thought that you were going to hold me being a blogger, me being a blogger over my head. Oh, I'm going to tell everybody about you. What? That I let you stay in my seat? So because I'm a blogger, I'm supposed to walk up and look and say, yes, ma'am, I'll go away. Yes, ma'am, you can have that seat. No, I do what anybody else said. Oh, I'm sorry. I think those are my seats. And it wasn't even that big of a deal to me if it were not designed like that for me to be there, which is why I was asked, how come you're not in your seat? Period. That's what I wanted to share with y'all. Stop letting these people, I love y'all. I love the palace, but ain't no member of mine would sit at my seat and then tell me I ain't moving. You go sit somewhere else. Girl, that ain't the kind of support I need or want, nor is that the kind of support I would give to any of my sisters. Okay? Period, point blank. And let me say this, because I want to end on a positive. Man, we had a time after that. A group of us stayed up, y'all, in our pajamas to 2 a.m. in the morning, drinking wine, having champagne, and eating the Assiette Noir's charcuterie board. And that love and that Black excellence behind the scene from women all over the world, from radio hosts to women that run their own business, it completely overshadowed the negativity that lady brought to that experience. I completely forgot about the shit. I went on and had a great day Sunday and Monday until this lady woke up on some bullshit this morning. 2 days later, sending me that type of message to my DM. Ma'am, go on with your life. Go on with your life. Because I can say more. Don't forget this. I could say a lot more, but I'm not. I'm not. People forget what they say prior to it being mad day. And that's why I always tell y'all the compliments and the hate, the love and the hate come from the same place. So don't take either of them serious. Okay? It's a delayed, the halls say a delayed reaction. I don't know for what. She was in the wrong. Everybody gave up their seat for her so that she could get her way. And at the end of the day, you trying to expose what? That the Black people in the room, if you pause and think about it, made a sacrifice for you. And that's the type of selfish shit that we got to stop doing to each other. You still finding a problem on Monday morning after 8 to 10 Black people made a sacrifice for you. And all you can see is I'm going to expose you. Girl, please. Oh, welcome to the stage, Deborah. Listen.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Listen, let me tell you, I haven't been up in a while. I've been busy. Oh my God, my basement flooded from Hurricane Debbie. Where's Miss Debbie? Where is she? Did she send that storm after me? Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to come up and say, first of all, the event was, from what I saw, in fact, shout out to the content creators here for Hot Tea being one of them, for, bringing us to the event. It was absolutely beautiful. I love the colors. Everybody looked amazing. So I want to say that. I've been watching the pictures that have been posted. I do apologize that you had that experience. I love the way you handled that. You were trying to be a problem solver. In my opinion, this lady has been feeling some type of way about you for a while, and she used her opportunity to pounce, and she's clearly been talking to her husband about it. Because what man is that invested? Like, I've never been with any man anywhere who would not have gotten up and given up his seat. and would have tried to go figure things out, spoken just like you said your husband would have done. Went over, talked to the hostess to let them know, hey, I think we're in the wrong seats or something. They want some bull. Excuse me, I can't say the word. They want some bull crap before they got there. So I just want to say to you, I appreciate the way you handled that. You did us proud. We're operating on excellence over here. We're striving for it every day. That was clearly not excellent. I do love that you thought about Mel, and not wanting to, bring any confusion to her event because she clearly was having a wonderful time. So you represented Black excellence, and everybody with you, including here for High Tea, everybody that was with you, because all of y'all could have gone off. So thank you for that. So you represented us well, and I just wanted to come up and say that. I absolutely love it here. I can't wait to go on the cruise, and we're going to have a time.
Listen, you should have been there on Saturday because a lot of the cruise babes were
Mm.
there, and we stayed up so late. Even Miss Deborah was with us, Melody's trainer. And honey, we had to walk her to her car at 2 a.m. in the morning. So Debbie, I hope you ready because we got some night owls and some night riders.
Lord have mercy. I told you, I think I mentioned to you guys before, my daughter owns a catering business. So I actually worked with her. That was, I've been knowing about that event for 2 months. So I knew I couldn't come. But yeah, I'm so proud of you guys. Yeah, I mean, Here for IT looked absolutely beautiful. You guys did an awesome job. And I just wanted to come up to say that, just to validate you. You already know how we feel about you in the palace. You already know.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it,
Mhm.
Deborah. Thank you for
Uh-huh.
coming up, and I will see you soon.
Okay. All right, love.
All
Bye.
right. Miss Skin Deep says, you don't think she saw your name and wanted to be at your table. You know what? I'm not going to be like her and tell her what she tried to tell me. You think you better. You thought you deserved 4, sweetheart. So it wasn't even about the table. Remember, that was a designated spot. Those tables were designated for people that were participating in the show. So even if she wanted to, those people were placed there for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And I understand what you're saying, Miss Skin Deep. I'm going to go to Miss J. Give me 1 second, Miss J. Hold on. Give me 1 second before I come to you. Let me hit these super chats real quick. Hold on, y'all.
All right, Palace. The Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is, honey. Yes, it is. That's a lot of money. Kimbella 75 with a 10-piece and a pepper. She says, the good salt of the earth. I'm drinking. Yes, enjoy yourself, honey. Maria Burr with a 5-piece and a pepper. No caption needed. She said what she said. Listen, let's go on and see who else we got. We got Kendra, not even Kendra. Kendra, honey, with a 5-piece and a pepper. She said, talk about some projecting and leapfrogging. Laugh LL. Can't make these messy people up. Now she is a keyboard warrior. No, ma'am. Move on and proofread. Girl, please do. She was still in her feelings on Monday morning after she received a divine experience. Girl, Sexy RN with a 20-piece and a pepper says, when did you ever say you were better? Never, ever, ever. Ma'am, stop pushing your low vibration and low self-esteem issues on others. And since you were so bold, please come up and say all that. And 2, being a keyboard bully. It was, listen, when I heard her husband say, I ain't bowing down to you, I bet I won't bow down. Who is this man? And you know what? I practice what I preach, because I tell you women, do not engage with a man. Okay, I'm going to talk to this lady. Ma'am, I'm not engaging with him. And he kept talking, y'all. He kept inserting himself. Kim Sarton with a 20-piece and a pepper. If she think that you are better than others, that is not your problem. That is her issue. She should take it up with God. Listen. Peace, love, and prayers. Remember, for 20 months, envy triggered release her low vibration energies. Kendra came back with a 2-piece and a pepper. She says she wished her husband had such manners, because no, that's right. Stand up and help the ladies, because I wasn't the only lady standing. There was 4 ladies standing because y'all wouldn't get up. Okay. Sexy RN with a 5-piece and a pepper says they turned down a good networking opportunity to make a moot point. Do we not see that ignorance will make you lose? Cookie from the Shy Baby coming in with a 20 piece and a pepper says, you're the ultimate class act, Queen Sheba. It ain't always easy. Let me just say that. It ain't always easy. Janice Christopher, member for 10 months. Amazing queen. Keep standing on business. We try. We try. Aqua Queen, 5 piece and a pepper. She found a problem because the initial hit was not effective. She wanted to disturb your peace out of jealousy. What a chicken head. Listen, I don't know what it was. Prophet is non-one with a 5 piece and a pepper says, thank you, queen, for being the queen that you are. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Beverly, standing on business. Star Child with a 5 piece. Super sticker, no caption needed. And the Prince of Peace says, Palace Prince reporting. We appreciate you, Terrell. The Palace Prince was my escort to the stage, y'all. Check it out. Listen. Courtney with a 5 piece and a pepper. She says, oh, I missed the pajama jam. I'm in shambles. We love you, queen. Those are not your people. Listen, at all, period. I would be mad at my people if they wouldn't have gotten up. Hey, just get up. Let her have it. But check this out. Miss Prince is coming in, honey. She's saying, get in your bag. We got to get in our bag real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. This one. Hold on.
You better get to the bag. Don't let them hoes stop your bag. If you got a problem, just know I'ma make you my man. Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Miss Price. 60 with a 100 piece, y'all. That's a whole family meal. She said, this is what queening looks like. Sorry you had to deal with the jesters. Listen. Say it again. But you know what? It was a great event. All of the queens that I had the opportunity to meet, to love on, and to hug, that stuff went out the door, like I said, until Monday morning when she brought her ass back. With that being said, welcome, Miss J. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Palace. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe that happened to you. I'm so sorry that happened to you. It wasn't a bad seat in the house. I'm sorry, Queen.
Thank
That
you.
doesn't make
No,
any
every
sense.
seat was good, y'all.
Every seat was good, and I was in the back by the door, and I could see just fine. I could hear just fine. She had a problem with you way before. That sounds like some straight up hate, Queen. That don't make no sense. I people just can't, just goofy, have a problem, just looking for a problem. She wanted a problem. 7:10 this morning, she wanted a problem, Queen.
You said 7:10 this
Period.
morning. Listen, who gets up on
Period.
that type of bullshit?
On that on that bullshit. So I just wanted to say that I that's foolishness. There was no reason for that, and there was plenty of other seats, and you could have seen anything. Is that why Prince of Peace wasn't sitting with you? Because
Huh?
all of that shifting, is that why Prince of Peace wasn't couldn't be at the table with you?
Yeah,
Because of
you
all
saw
that
that?
shifting? Yes,
Yes.
I saw that he wasn't at the table. I was like, why he over there? But I didn't. I try to mind my business mostly, but I was just like, oh, it was such a nice event. Why would you ruin something for something so petty? It was a nice event. Everything was beautiful. The food was good. The mimosas were good. There was no reason for her to have a problem. And I missed the beginning, so I didn't even know her husband addressed you. And that's horrible. So I'm sorry that happened to you. You still had a good night.
Oh yeah, we had an excellent
Brush it
night.
off.
Like I said, y'all, the event was beautiful. And I don't want to say she ruined it. It just got off to the wrong start.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's a lot to get. But of course, the night goes on and you get ready and
Right.
wonderful and you enjoy yourself. And oh man, the beautiful women that I met. And y'all, when I tell you we had a time and laughed and talked, I forgot about that crap because that's what you do. You go on and you move on, but not expecting somebody to be in my DMs early in the morning at 7 p.m. threatening to expose me. So after that, I'm like, girl, we're not going to do this. Come on, let's talk about it. And don't ever let nobody hold you hostage, period, point blank. It's me, Bedazzle. Welcome, honey. What are your thoughts?
I think this is crazy. I've kind of said this prior to that. There are some weird people in this sector, whether they support Miller or not, very weird, because when you were talking, it appeared that the husband already knew what he thought he knew about you. to even respond to you like that.
Yes.
And based on what you were saying, what I'm deducing is I think they walked around. They knew you were coming. They had to have known you've been talking about it. They walked around, see who was sitting where, and say, you know what? I'm gonna start some ish. I see her name. We're gonna sit right here, and this is who she is, and I used to like her. And Water 6 is its own level because her husband sounds like a weirdo too. For him to even participate, listen, my man would be like, look, we ain't here for all that. We ain't finna sit in nobody's seat because I don't want no trouble when they come. Let's just get this resolved and let them find us some seat. But we're not gonna be sitting in nobody else's seat because I don't want this type of problem. You see what I'm saying? A real man would like, we ain't about to do all this. But it seems like she's married to a punk and they punk each other, but it's very weird. And I'm so sorry that you went through this. You are better than me because I probably would have snapped real quick and told him, you don't get your so-and-so up somewhere else, or had security to get him because it's just a disrespect for me. You see my name. You know that I'm coming. You know who I am. I might not know who you are, but you know who I am. So you chose violence. But so kudos to you for keeping your cool and just moving on through the day.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Can I say something? Shit, I'm finna talk to y'all like I talk to my people. Shit, I ain't no damn preacher. First of all, you finna expose what? I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a lawyer. What is it that when people say I'm about to expose you as a content creator, expose what? Ma'am, I'm not a pulpit. I don't have a sermon that I have to preach every Sunday. I'm not Mother Teresa. What is it that you're gonna expose? Stop. I cannot stand when they do that. I'm exposed. Exposed what? And I'm going to say this to content creators. Outside of being hateful, do your shit. Do your content. If they don't like it, they can go find what's palatable to them. But stop trying to threaten and expose people because you don't get something that you want out of them. And I just wanted to say that real quick. Debbie, welcome, honey.
Hello. You look so beautiful at the event. I seen a picture when Sassy went live and you came over there. You look so beautiful. You represent the palace. Oh, you a class act. Oh, you just looked gorgeous. I feel like this. Can I just say what I want to say?
Girl, you better say what you want. You didn't earn that right over here.
Okay. I feel like this. Those people saw your name. They knew that was your table. And they didn't see their name nowhere. Maybe they didn't purchase a ticket. And they sat where they thought they could get away with. Plus, maybe he's ignorant, so is she. She found a reason not to like you and decided, we'll just sit here. Because had she looked around and purchased a ticket, her name would have been placed somewhere at a table where she should have been. If her name was not put down, that means she did not pay for a ticket.
Let me ask you this. Hypothetically, Debbie, and I want you to be real, 1,000%. You in the same situation, you and your husband. Let's just say she did. I don't know if she did it. Like I said, all that stuff she was talking about in her stuff, ma'am, I'm not in your business like that. But you seem to be in mine, telling me I only got 3. Sweetheart, here's the receipt. And actually, this whole table belongs to us. It's a party of 8. Not even counting the other tickets that everybody else purchased. But let's just say you and your husband got sat there because you couldn't, quote unquote, find your name. And I walk up and I kiss on you and I hug on you and I say, Debbie, these are seats. What would you do?
I'll get up and move and go find my nameplate where I should be if I purchase a ticket. I'm not going to sit in nobody else's seat and inconvenience them. I'm going to go look for my name. If I know I paid, then I'm going to go to the hostess and show where I paid and ask, where are my seats? Where should I be seated? Because I don't want to take anyone else's seat. Can you help me? And thank you. And I appreciate the help. That's what I would do. The reason they didn't get up and go to a hostess because, in my opinion, they didn't pay, so it wasn't no name tag for them. Had you paid, everybody else paid, had a name tag. Why didn't they?
I like what you said because I don't want to take anybody else's seat. And even if I give the people the benefit of the doubt, and if it would have happened to me, y'all, and the hostess said, sit here. Once that
I wouldn't
family
have done it.
arrived and they said, this is our table, I would have politely got up and my qualm would have been with the hostess, not the guest. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yes, I never would have sat there in the first place. Because, like I said, these are someone else's seats, and I don't want to inconvenience them. I paid, where is my name tag? Take me there. I don't want anyone else to miss something because I'm sitting in their seats. That's what I would have done.
I agree.
Yeah, that would have been
I
the
agree.
right thing to do.
I agree, Aunt Debbie. Love you and I thank you. And look, girl, you got a wild crowd waiting to cruise with you in a good way.
We're going to have a beautiful cruise. We're going to have a real good time. And we'll go get this procedure done Wednesday. And I'll be back. And we're going to have a real good time. And
Absolutely.
thank
We're
you.
going to cover you in prayer for Wednesday.
And thank you for representing us. And again, you looked absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Aunt Debbie, listen, Aunt Debbie got me feeling myself over here. Steffi Staff, welcome. What are your
Well,
thoughts?
welcome, Queen. And I agree with Aunt Debbie. I saw that picture. You were looking very nice. Um, I wanted to say, I think I'm like Aunt Debbie. I think she saw your name. She was clout chasing. So she wanted to sit at the table with you. I don't even think she looked for her name. And can I say what I want to say?
Absolutely.
You be getting too much money.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Listen, go on, Steph. Now, go on now. Look, I ain't got that kind of money they had in that room. All them
No, I'm just
billionaires.
saying. But you went there to figure out how to get that money.
I went there to learn. I sure did,
That's
and
right.
offered the
You didn't
seat
go
up
for
for them
you
to
didn't go for
learn.
no mess. She was there for the wrong reason. You went to figure out how to get the money so you
And
can
to
bring it
work.
back. You can bring the information back to us to help us. So I've never seen you act out no way uppity. I think you're a very classy lady, and we came by class. So sometimes people need to take notes. And I said what I said.
Thank you. I appreciate you pulling up tonight. Thank you. And I
Okay.
hope I say the next name right. Cotelia. Cotelia, welcome.
Hello, Queen.
Hello. Did I say your name right?
Cotelia. Yes. I I was there. My husband is the one that came and got you to say, "Hey, can you take a picture with my wife?" He
Yes.
was actually trying to break it up because we was watching, and he said, "I'll
Oh,
ask him, can he move to the back with me?" And me and him are sitting in the back and give these ladies the seats.
are you
And
serious?
yes, but when he went to him, he told him, "No, I paid $99." That's why I know he paid
Hold on.
$99.
He said I paid what?
$99. That means he would not have had a nameplate
A VIP
because
seat.
yes, he only paid $99. So he would have, there was no nameplate for him. But my husband was asking him, "Hey, I paid for VIP, but I'll give up my seat so these ladies can have a seat." And he would not get up. And that's why my husband was trying to break it up and ask you to come and take a picture with me.
Whoa, hold on, y'all. Oh my. Hold on. We finna go to break. I know you lying. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? So y'all was watching the whole time. Wow, your husband noticed what was happening. stepped in and said, hey, man, why don't me and you move to the back as the men? Let the lady sit here. And the man said, no, I paid $99. That wasn't even a $99 table.
No, ma'am. That's what he said. He was like, you, I thought you told me these seats were $200 because he paid for my birthday. And he said it was 99. He paid $99. I said, well, that's what he wouldn't have had a nameplate.
Okay, let's even take that out. The fact is your husband stepped in. I know exactly who your husband is, as a man of virtue, watching this guy be rude while women are standing up trying to take their rightful seats that they paid for. And he refused to leave the table.
He refused to leave. And my husband was like, we could stand in the back or we could sit in the back. Let's find somewhere else. But let these women have these seats because they're true supporters. So he said, I'm here to support my wife, so I don't mind moving. And he asked him to move and he wouldn't.
Wow. I wasn't paying attention to that. So when your husband asked me to come take a picture, did I walk away?
I think, yes, you came and you said, yeah, come on to take a picture. I told you I was a member of the palace, and then my husband took a picture and you was standing, you started dancing and he was talking to him to ask him to move.
Thank you. Y'all, that's Black excellence. Everybody, you remember I said everybody was problem solving, and I had no idea that y'all had stepped in to problem solve. Everybody sacrificed for that couple who was being disruptive. And I had no idea that her and her husband also try to make a sacrifice. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. And when I say Melody Cherie attracts some of the most quality people, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's Black excellence. Black people watching and say, another man saying, I'm gonna step up, I'm gonna go ask him to move. Cause you know what? Let them ladies, man, you in them ladies' seat. Hey man, as a man, we can sit in the back, and then I'm gonna go grab Queen Sheba, get her out of it, get her to take a picture, and then everybody is de-escalating but them. Wow. But listen, outside of that, this is what I want y'all to see: how much we love each other and how much we'll do for each other without us knowing each other. That in and of itself makes my heart smile, that we still have good people that are willing to sacrifice so that everybody could have a good time. Everybody could have a good time. Here for Hati says, well, everyone tried to talk to them. They just weren't budging. That's true. That's true. Cortelia, what are your final thoughts, child?
It was, I really enjoyed myself. Everybody, it was beautiful. And I just hate it had to be that way, especially with a male, and he was there to support females, and then it turned out the way that it did. He wouldn't move.
Thank you. And tell your husband, I know exactly who your husband is. He sure did. He said, excuse me. And listen, y'all, I swear, I ain't on no bullshit. I'm a party girl. Y'all better ask somebody. I love to have a good time. I ain't trying to be over there in no BS. I'm finna, where they at? And that's why you said I start dancing that quick, because we finna go have a good time, period, point blank. So I appreciate you standing in the gap, and tell your husband he is the real VIP.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Okay, you too. Sir Will, go off. Sir Will, go off, baby. You are on mute. You got to come off mute. Your microphone's on mute. Sir Will, go off. I don't know if you can hear me, but you got to unmute yourself. Let's see. I can drop you down and you can come back up. I can drop you down. Hold on. Sir Will, go off. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Let me drop you down. Okay. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to kick you from the studio. Come back up because we can't hear you. But overall, y'all, that's okay. Drop me. Okay. I got you. Okay. Listen. Y'all, phenomenal event. The ending, y'all, we posted up in the Westin in the middle of the lobby, honey. And when I tell you, we had a time. Hot Tea had her little group. They went out to the club. Look, the young ones went to the club and the aunties stayed in the lobby and drank and ate and waited for the babies to come back in safely. Sir will go off. You got to unmute yourself. But other than that, it was the most beautiful time. Sir will go off. You got to unmute, baby. So hit settings and then click audio and make sure your audio is connected to what you want it to be connected to. Yes, yes, yes. And while Sir will go off, works on the audio, we finna go through these super chats and then we finna go to members only and really get into it. Yes, yes, yes. I love me a happy white man, honey. Listen, it ain't always got to be a sad one. Paulette Scott with a 5-piece and a pepper said, who the heifer? Listen, no names, no names. And the only reason why I'm talking about it, I tell y'all, don't ever let nobody hold you hostage and try to make you and bend you. And some of y'all are real bad about that. And we got to get out of that as a community, being disrespectful to content creators and people because they won't do or say what you want them to do. And I'm not talking about when you calling somebody out for being disrespectful. I'm talking about, you know, when you wrong. And then you go, I'm going to tell everybody. Go tell it. Don't nobody care. Too blessed for you with a 5-piece and a pepper. You are a class act Queen Sheba. And I might add a classy lady in Black Queen. And I'm full of life, girl. I'm a lot of fun too. I'm a whole lot of party. Dolores Cameron, a member for 12 months, says Queen of Palace saved my life. Whoa, listening to y'all. Listen. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad that we can be here for you. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, Dolores. Shonda Walker with a 10-piece and a pepper says, I think she was a plant and it did not work. Never will. Never will. I done been through too much in life, babe. You can't get me off my square. If I'm coming off, it better be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Aqua Queen with a 2-piece and a pepper said, let the hate motivate. Listen. Listen. And we still had a great time. You were absolutely right. Cynthia Garrett says Mel did a live showing her placing the guest names and spots on your assigned tables. Yes, and what you saw her doing, I do believe if I went back and watched, it was for the people that were participating in the show. Shonda Walker came back with a 2-piece and a pepper, says, I told y'all she was a plant. Listen, I don't know. I just know she was being difficult. And she was on that same bullshit that she was on in my what she did say. Actually, let me pull up that thing because that lady was talking shit in my thing. Now that I think about it, hold on. I didn't get the right text. I'm finna read it. Let me pull this up. Because I don't want to lie on nobody. Let me read it. Where is that? Hold on. Let me go up. She said, she repeated herself a lot, which made me believe that I was reading the wrong message. Because she said 2 or 3 times, I unsubscribed from your Instagram and I unsubscribed from your YouTube because of the way you treated us. Ma'am, how did I treat you? You took my seat. I didn't take yours. How did I treat you? Other than saying, you're in my seats. I'm sorry. Maybe we can go find a person to help you get reseated. Oh, because I wouldn't move on and shut my mouth and leave as a content creator. You didn't want me to say one word. You wanted me to sit there and be uncomfortable for your like and for your comments. Okay, no, ma'am. I don't live in that kind of world. You can take your marbles and go. Okay, because if you're in my seat, you're in my seat. I'm not a fucking dog where I have to sit there because I'm afraid of losing your like. That's not how this works. That's not how we treat each other. You can take your like and you can go. But what she did say, oh, here she go. I thought about going to YouTube and putting this out, but I never want to take away from another Black woman's success. So I'm reaching out to you to express my disgust. I will let people judge for themselves, but will no longer support anything you do. That's fair. I'm okay with that. The way you treat people will eventually turn and you will not be successful. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I've been successful ever since I was a child, girl. I used to sell candy on the schoolyard. You can't on the schoolyard. You can't take that away from me. You see that curse? You see that witchcraft that I'm sending back to her? And everything you do will not be successful because you sat in my seat, ma'am. You're disgusted because you sat in my seat and I didn't just bow down and walk away like your husband said. Okay. Let me read the rest. The way you treat people, what way? What did I do to you outside of saying, I'm sorry, I think you may be in the wrong seat and we can find the hostess? And then I moved. Away from my party. And not only did I move, here for hot tea moved for your ass too. Her husband moved for you too. Other people move for you too. So how do we treat people? Or wait a minute, how do I treat people? Ma'am, we move for you. And then she said, you will not be successful. I rebuke that, honey. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You probably don't give a shit. That's what she said. And neither do I. Have a blessed night. Sir will go off. You are still on mute. I'm trying to get to you, baby. But it could be an audio thing. I'm going to drop you again. Y'all, do you see what people are up against? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I see why celebrities can start going rude. And y'all say, they rude as hell. Listen, I understand why. I don't necessarily agree, but I understand why. But it's too easy for me to go that route. It's hard, y'all, looking on the bright side. Don't get it twisted. It's hard to let people do you like that. It's hard to let people come in your inbox and talk shit to you like that and not say stuff because they're going to hold it above your head. I'll go tell everybody. If you respond to me in an unfavorable, then go tell, because I'm coming. And not only am I coming, I'm coming live. Now, the only reason why I didn't get down like I can, ma'am, is because of your age. Because I went back and I looked. And I'm doing you a favor. But don't you ever come in my inbox again. And I mean that. Because now we woman to woman. And I don't owe you that the second time around. So you need to remember, now we woman to woman. And I don't owe you that the second time around. The first time I let you make it, when I gave up the seat for you, because I showed you grace and I exemplified what the younger generation is supposed to do. Even though you were not that nice, you were mean. But I still did what I'm called to do as a younger generation. Okay. And then you brought your ass back 2 days later. And that's why you got to be careful with doing nice shit for people, because they think, okay, you're a pushover. Ain't nothing. No, it ain't no pushover. I'm doing and exemplifying what I'm supposed to do for you. Even your husband didn't honor me. He didn't even honor you in that moment. Because another man came to him. What people are up against. Now I could be. Regina, you got to turn off your whatever's playing in the background, and then come back up and mute your TV in the background and then come back up and I'll bring you up. Y'all say y'all want us to be respectful. And I am. Even gave up my seat because that's what I would want somebody to do if my mama came in there acting a damn fool. Thank you, ma'am. Who my mama can be. That's what I'm saying. I would be on that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, ma'am. If my mama went up somewhere acting a damn fool, talking to people crazy because she thinks she's earned the right. No, girl, this is a whole different generation. I would be telling the young lady, thank you, because my mama can be a handful. But instead of you being grateful for the sacrifice, you brings your ass back on a Monday morning before you done had your coffee. Here you go again. Don't push it, lady. Don't push it. That's all I'm saying, because I'm still a grown-ass woman at the end of the day. And where I hesitate, a lot of girls won't hesitate on you because you was serving in my DM. Okay, I dropped the link and I'm gonna wait a couple of more seconds, but I really appreciate y'all letting me come out to share, because you can never out me. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. We open books over here. We keeps it real. We talk behind the wall. They know how I am. Transparent, lovely, fun, a ball of fire. It ain't nothing you can expose. You better go ask that other channel that docs me. They know everything about me. Now, I'm just saying. Shit, girl, once you done been doxxed and people done got into your health records and your financial, baby, there ain't nothing you can expose. And I thank God that every day I get up and I try again and I come back to YouTube because y'all can be a lot and give just a little. But for those of you that do give a lot, I appreciate you. For those of you that are class acts, I appreciate you for real. Because it's y'all that keep us going. It's the positivity that y'all bring in that keeps us going. It's so easy to walk away from this and be like, hell no, I ain't finna do that. Them people crazy as hell out there. Them love and marriage Huntsville people crazy as hell out there. It is too damn much sometimes. I ain't gonna even lie. They ain't lying. It's a lot. Let's talk about it. I'm dropping links and all. But I try to hang in there. I try to be the last of the Mohicans. Don't quit. Come on, queen. I be hyping myself out. But like, hold on now, because they getting disrespectful like a motherfucker. Hold on now. They talking crazy. I mean, I'm like, okay. And I'm supposed to just sit here because you gave me a like? Nah, girl, please. And y'all, I'm good. I'm good. It was the fact that she came back today, exposing the threatened. I mean, don't ever let nobody do you like that. You don't let nobody do you like that. You snatch every ounce of your power away from them. I'm gonna expose you. No, you're not, because we finna go tell it together. We finna go tell it together. And I could show your name. You see what I'm saying? I could show your name, but I didn't. But I didn't. Sexy RN. Sexy RN. Welcome.
Hi. I must say I started drinking before I saw this, but I just want to say you're a class act. That's number one. We all know that you're a class act. Still, that was ridiculous. And anyone who wants to inbox anybody, first of all, your husband's a bitch because your husband should not be discussing having conversations with a woman, whoever this woman is. You might want to deal with your husband. Apparently, you woke up 2 days later and decided to say something. What, your husband cheated on you? He wasn't home last night. So you decided to take it out on Queen Sheba. Like, it really makes absolutely no sense. It's just ridiculous. And we need to be better as women, as Black women. We need to be better, honestly. We need to be better examples for younger people and stop being so bitter and hateful.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all that was. She was being bitter and hateful. And for what? Because you feel bad about yourself? Deal with that. Get some therapy. It's not that hard. Heck, I'll even pay for it for you. Get some therapy. Because what was that about? Like, really? What was that about? You miss out on an
I don't
opportunity.
know.
I don't understand.
And I'm
I
still
don't.
trying to show like there's a lot I can say. First of all, don't wind me up, baby, and expect me not to run. Because you came looking for me this morning. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Now I get to go. And I'm gonna tell you what it gave. I'm gonna go and say it because we here. Can I say it, y'all?
You sure can.
A mean old woman.
Right. And this is why
That's
a
what it
lot of
was
young people
given.
shy away from us because we're old. I'm older as well. And people are so hateful and mean. And for what reason? Stop being bitter. And it's all usually about a man. For what? Stop it. Like, you are so positive all the time. It doesn't make sense what she did. Like, it's like they were looking to argue with you. For what? And hoping you would stoop to their level. And for what? For what reason? Did that make their marriage better? Did it make them have great sex that night? I seriously doubt it. So I don't, it doesn't make any sense. We need to do better as people, really. We need to do better as Black women. We need to be better examples to younger Black people, to set that bar of excellence, because that really was not excellence. And thank you for being excellent, because I know I wouldn't have been. But that's why I was there.
It's funny you say that because I'll be like, I don't know if I was excellent because I think my face was showing it because you know how Cotelia said, I think like I was shocked.
Right. Why
I was
wouldn't you
shocked.
be? Who does that? She knew the table. She saw your name. She saw your name on the table. They saw your name, and And instead of just saying, "Oh, we wanted to meet you," which is probably really what it was, there were so many different ways that could have went. So many different ways. That's crazy. I don't understand. People need to stop being so miserable or get help. Get help. Get help. If you're that sad and miserable, get help so we can be better as a people, as women. We can stick together. I mean, that's what I feel like this channel is even about. So if she said she was on here as a subscriber and that she was a member, so I don't quite understand what she missed
I mean, I
in
know
all
who
of
she
that.
is.
Yeah, I still don't understand what she missed in all of that.
Yeah. Well,
So,
thank you for coming up, Sexy RN.
Oh, you're welcome. But she needs some therapy. I'll be happy to help her pay for it.
Look, I'm gonna hold you to that if she come looking for it. I promise
Yes,
you I
and
will.
you don't have to. I will be happy to pay for it because that was ridiculous. Or have a great night.
You too, Queen. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
All right, Hope. You're up next. Hope. Looks like you're Hope. You're up next, Hope. I don't think. Holla if you hear me, Hope. Hope, your screen is frozen. Let me go to Steffi. Black Bull, I want you to drop down and come back up. Your device is not connected. Steffi, welcome back. What you got?
Queen, I just wanted to say she saying.
Say it again. Is it me, y'all? Or is it StreamYard? Steffi, I can't hear you. Can y'all hear Steffi? Pause for a second. Let me see if they can hear you. Hold on, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me. Somebody just put 1 real quick. Oh, y'all can't hear me? Or Steffi? Okay, y'all can hear me. Thank you, Cookie from the shot. Steffi, they can't hear you if you want to drop down and come back up. Okay, there we go. Let me see if we can hear Undebbie. Undebbie, welcome.
Now, see there? Now we get to the misunderstanding. She was at the wrong place, just like I said. You know, those tickets, VIP, that was higher, and she paid for some less. She should have been where she should have been. All that trouble she caused.
And the husband told. Said we
And they
paid.
both know. They both know. They knew what they were doing. Come on now. You know, if you paid $99, you ain't supposed to send with the $200 people.
Whew. You said it, I did, Debbie.
Well, I'm gonna tell the truth. That's the truth. If I know I
Listen.
paid $99, I know I'm not supposed to sit up there with the $500 people. I'm supposed to get where I belong. And if that's in the back, then that's what it is. I am in the room.
Come on now. That's good. That's
You don't
good.
take other people's stuff. You know, you pay for what you want to do the right thing. See how that came out?
Wow. From somebody that was sitting there watching it all go down, saying we watched it. And I got up and I asked him to move as a man so that the ladies could have their seats. And he said no.
He caused all that confusion and made people have to move on and shift all around when he knew he was in the wrong spot.
That's crazy.
Now, who they say they gonna out look like they've been outed to me.
Bruh.
Whoo, Steffi, what you think about what that Debbie said? You're on mute, Steffi. You got to unmute. Steffi's on mute, so it could be StreamYard. But I will say this on Debbie. Man, we had a time after that. We had a time. When I tell you we had so much fun, y'all have got, if you've never done a Melody event, you have to. You have to. You don't need to get VIP. I'm helping you, Miss Beverly. I don't know what you got going on in the background, but come on off mute and speak your piece. I had to mute you. You had a lot of noise, Miss Beverly. Come off mute. I put you on mute, Miss Beverly. So you're gonna have to unmute your phone. Let's see if we can get you off mute. You still got a lot of noise. I'm gonna put you back on mute. There you
Can
go.
you hear me?
Great. Yep.
I had my air machine going. I just want to say I almost came to the event, but I have to hold on to some of my coins. But that old hag, I'm 67 years old. That old hag better be glad I was not there. I wouldn't have caused a disturbance, but I would have got the hostess to come over and tell this heifer they only paid $99. That's why they don't have no name tags on the table where they supposed to have been sitting. And thank God I was not there because I wouldn't disturb Melody's function, but I would have, world, please. Lord help me. It would have been a fight to the end. Who can draw blood first? Heifer. I hope she don't have dementia.
Hold on. Let me give you a studio audience. Hold on. Listen,
girl, please.
I'm gonna say this.
I
Listen,
grew
y'all
up the
wild.
hard way. I grew up the hard way. And those are fighting words. I think I would have plucked her eyes out. And him, I would have tripped him and threw a chair on top of girl, please, we would have been fighting. But since it was Melody's event, I wouldn't do that. But if it wasn't her event and I came across somebody so ignorant like that, baby, it would have been on like a pot of neck bones.
Oh, no.
And I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And nobody better not mess with you. That ain't what I really want to say on this cruise because they can get it. See, because even if we be on camera, let somebody come up to you. My God. I'm too old to be fighting, but I will kick some behind about my Queen Sheba. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I need to get down because I got so angry. I'm sorry.
Hold on. We're gonna go behind the wall, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to Tiffany. Tiffany, then I gotta go to Cinnamon. Tiffany.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, good evening. I'm sorry I have COVID, but I had to come up and say I'm sorry that you actually had to go through that. That was so disrespectful for a man to say anything like that to you. You didn't deserve that. You were just doing what you were supposed to do, and they were just being ignorant. So please just take that as, it's a lesson learned.
Thank you. You know what made up for it, man? If y'all would have seen all of the beautiful women, like that was a small thing, right? Because we all moved together in unison to accommodate them. And at that point, okay, whatever. But even what was just so y'all, when I'm telling you, I promise you, I know like sometimes they say it's hard meeting new people, but go ahead and give it a chance when it comes to Melody's events. There's such quality people that come, such dynamic men and women. Like, and when I tell you friendships have been formed and fortified, like there are some very lovely people. When I say we stayed up, and we kikied and a cuckooed and a laughed and we talked from the sun up to the sundown. Women from all walks of life, women that travel by themselves that had never done it before, men that traveled to support their women. And we just met up in that lobby and pulled up seats and just talked and laughed and talked. And it was great, Tiffany.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I would have liked to have went, but when I found out I had COVID, I was like, I can't go anywhere. So... And I live up north, so I don't live in the south, so that would have been a nice little ride for me. But yes, I even seen who the person was, so I'm like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I don't know if you stopped talking or if your mic went out. I'm gonna pause and see, and if not, I'll go to Cinnamon Swirl.
Well, hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Leo.
Hey, yeah, tomorrow's 61. God is good. God is good.
Come on now. Come on, too hot to try.
God is good. You know, I've said it before in the palace that, you know, I'm gonna try not to cry. God help me.
You better not cry. You know what? Hold on. Let me go to here for hot tea. You get it together.
Okay. All
You
right.
bad old Leo. All right, here for hot
I
tea. Go
know.
get in a minute.
Hi. Hey, y'all. Happy birthday, Cinnamon Swirl.
She on mute back there
Oh, it's okay.
crying.
Well,
There she
happy,
go.
happy birthday. And I just wanted to drag Tech Guy in here because when all of that stuff was going on, he was more involved and around than I was. So I wanted him to just give his understanding of what happened as well.
Okay, so we're gonna go on mute for Tech Guy. Because Tech Guy, okay, so you heard the lady say her husband was watching. And we didn't even know that because it was me for hot tea. It was all the women standing up. We trying to figure out what's going on. So in addition to another couple and her husband figuring out how to de-escalate, hot tea's husband was there and he's going to share with y'all his take watching it from the outside looking in. I see you, J.R. Long, Simp God. Welcome, King. Go ahead here for Tech Guy. We're going on mute. You got the floor.
Hey, how you doing, Queen Sheba? Appreciate you for giving me a platform to get my perspective on what happened.
Absolutely.
And from my point of view, when I approach the situation, for one, shout out to you, Queen Sheba, because you were just trying to direct traffic. Like you weren't trying to tell nobody what to do or be rude to anybody. You were just trying to make sure that there was no alignment that would cause drama. And the stance that the man took really was disappointing to me. And the words he was choosing to use towards you didn't represent de-escalation or leadership. It really felt like he was trying to, like, I would say, throw his weight around in the most unnecessary way, because it wasn't really necessary. He said something along the lines of, "I will not back down," and it was like, why are you even? We're just trying to figure out the seating arrangements. Like, it's not like somebody's telling you have to leave. We're just saying you may have to move because of the way there was an issue. I think there was an issue with a name being printed 2 times, and I think you were just trying to break that down to him, and he was being very hostile. And his wife was like egging him on top of that, and that was what made it even worse. But I respect you for not trying to sit there and be combative with them. You just were like, look, I'm once again reinforcing the fact that this is like I'm being notified by the person who literally organized, printed out, and set up this entire event that there's been a snafu with the seating arrangement, and now we're trying to make adjustments before the cast comes on. And he just took that. I don't know if he didn't hear you or if he was intentionally being that dense, but that was not the way to have handled that situation. And I hate that that's how somebody chose to treat you when you didn't approach them with that kind of energy.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Honest opinion from somebody that's standing on right there, right? Looking, listening.
I'm literally hearing the conversation. Like you weren't even within his body. Like you were, like he's talking about, I won't back down. You were like at least 4 feet away from him. Like you were at the other table trying to talk to him. Like it wasn't like you were trying to impose your will on him. This is literally what you're getting from the party planner. So it was totally unsolicited how he chose to respond to you.
Which tells y'all the level of his voice tone. I kept hearing his voice octave go up, and I kept telling the lady, I'm not going to talk to him because that's an escalation. I'm not doing this with him. Did you hear me tell her? I don't know if you were standing there. Did you hear me tell her that or not?
I did hear that. I did hear his tone was trying to escalate the situation, and that's not like you were not about to sit here and go back and forth. I don't even think you knew who the guy was in the first place.
But weren't you standing next to her when she spoke to the lady and told her she wasn't going to speak to him?
Yeah, we were all like shoulder apart from one another. She's like, I'm just not going to continue to communicate with him. I've got stuff to do. Like.
Well, yeah, Queen Shib, I just wanted to come because I remember Tech Guy being there, and I just know, he was around, and he even spoke on it to me and said he didn't like how all of that was going on either.
No, and thank y'all because not only were we, I want to tell everybody, like I said, here for hot tea, she was also, her experience was, she had to be moved too, y'all. So I said, there's between we were a whole collective group, period, point blank, for a reason. Okay. So everybody made a sacrifice for these people and nobody complained about it. How about that? We sat down and we got to talking and the laughing and the having our thing, and we were done with it. This would have never made the air until that lady came back today. So when these younger generations start showing you grace, and I'm not talking about grace where you like, oh, I'm gonna let you. I'm talking about where they giving up their seats. Because now we got three generations, right? We got here hot tea. We got me as a Gen X, and then we got this lady that's way older. Ma'am, you set a horrible example because this young girl, this young lady with her husband, whom your husband is supposed to be an example for, is watching you.
I
I'm
guess 4
watching you.
generations because
4.
tech guy is a millennial.
Okay, we got 4 generations,
Mhm.
and they failed. I'm sorry, they failed us, but that was okay because we made it happen. And we made the sacrifice like we're supposed to. But what you cannot do is come back and talk shit to us in our inbox on a Monday morning and not expect to get your ass handed to you. Now, that's when you meet a grown woman and the generational shit go out the box and we say, okay, now you know what? It's nuck if you buck. If you feeling froggy, jump. Because, ma'am, we sacrificed for you. Did nobody say nothing? We saw you at the end when we walked out, and we walked right past you with a level of respect. And you still came on some bullshit 2 days later. Here for hot tea. How would you have handled that? Because you fun. Listen.
Well, honestly, I mean, if I was sitting in someone else's seat, I would just get up. But part of me, I mean, I did speak to her. I mean, I just went over there to see what was going on because I don't know why I thought I would maybe be able to be of any service. But once she kind of gave her side of everything, I just kind of stepped away because I already knew I wasn't going to be able to help you in this situation.
What did she say?
At all. I just asked her, are you okay? What's going on? And she felt like she said that she would have moved. She said, I would have moved, but I don't like the way she asked me. And I was like, oh, well, how did she ask you? She's like, well, I just thought she was rude. I said, well, what did she say? And she was like, well, that's when her husband stepped in and, he was just like, we're not going to bow down. And I'm just like, oh, yep, I'm going
out of here, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Y'all.
Right. They can't even tell you what we did wrong. All we came up and said, this is our hi. Okay, hey, I think this is our table, guys. We not bowing down. Sir, to what? That's okay. I would have got the lady for you. We can make this real pretty and easy and beautiful. Get a couple of drinks, get a couple of cocktails. And if you notice, she couldn't tell you what I did wrong. Nothing.
Right. She just kept saying, I didn't like the way she asked me. And for me, I would have just got up. I figured she paid for the regular tickets and thought because she paid $100 that was a VIP ticket. And regardless, I just knew I wasn't going to be able to be the one to de-escalate the situation. So wherever the lady wanted to move us at that point, I'm like, okay, just let me know when you're ready.
Yep. And we did. And we moved. But the point is, like Melody said, what is y'all doing over here? And I was like, now we being disobedient.
Now you got me all up in the mix.
Yeah.
Even tech guy was like somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. So like there was I said 8 to 10, and maybe an 8 to 12 people that got shifted around this couple. And we're not here to bash them, but lady, you should have kept that to yourself. Now, when you spin the block and show up again on a Monday morning, you asking for an ass whooping, and you gonna get it. Sorry. Expose what? I'm a human being. I'm a grown ass woman. You should have let that be. You should have celebrated. You should have thanked God for the opportunity for introducing you to a younger generation that has a lot of patience with your ignorance. That would not, because a lot of these young girls would have went off on you. Some of them have no couth. And they would have called you everything but the name of God. They wouldn't have gave a damn. Y'all see it on Instagram where they were. You would have got up out of their seats. So stop taking advantage of people that are a little bit more, that have been raised to love their elders, that have been raised to have a little bit of patience. Stop doing that.
Well, I'll just say this and go ahead and step down. Queen Shiba is absolutely right, because I do like to think I respect my elders, but I am going to be very honest. Okay, had I got the DM,
Bye, ho.
bye y'all.
Hey, here's a hot tea and tech guy. I want to say
Listen,
something.
I know you would have said that here for hot tea. I know you would have said.
I want to
Go.
say to here for hot tea and tech guy. I saw the vibe between the two of you, and it is so beautiful to see young people in love. It was really beautiful. It really was. So you two keep loving each other and enjoy life together. It's a beautiful thing.
And they are. And look, I had they butts walking 74 minutes now. They young, but we got to get them into exercise, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, pals, we're gonna send them a walking program. They did good though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Cinnamon, you got the floor.
So I want to say,
Beautiful couple.
do you hear an echo? Is that me?
You sound a little muffled, so just turn your volume down just a tiny bit, not a lot, and then
Okay,
go ahead.
let's see. So when we hear about those deplorables, you met that person, her and her husband. You met her Saturday night. Those deplorables that pretend to be millimeters, you met two of them actually. The wife, she probably claims to be a millimeter because she was there, and her husband. But the fact that her husband said, we're not going to bow down, to me indicates they had a conversation about you before you even stepped into the room. They definitely had a conversation about you. They are so disrespectful. And this goes to show sometimes just because you're an elder, some people don't deserve the respect or the honor of an elder. They just think because they're an elder, they can be disrespectful and nasty to people, and people should honor them because they're an elder. And I can say that because I'm an elder. Being 61 years old, I am an elder. So I'm very sorry that you had to encounter that disrespect at a place where we see a woman that is 38 years old. She's 1 year younger than my oldest child, and she walks in excellence. And for someone to come to her event with such a nasty attitude, she knew the both of them knew that they were in the wrong seat. So to be so disrespectful, not to show any grace, it's a deplorable. So though that person and her husband was the deplorable that the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville speak about, and you got to meet her. And I'm sorry that you had to meet someone to that caliber, but you did, and you handle it with grace. So God bless you because you're now at a new level. And so they say, new level, new devil. Well, you met a new devil, and congratulations. You handled it the right way. So God bless you, Queen Sheba.
No problem. And I appreciate that, but I want to go a little bit higher, y'all, and then we finna wrap up. Miss Van was moved. Melody was moved. Miss Van is Melody's mother that gave birth to her, blessed her, raised her, put everything on her so that we can enjoy the fruits of her labor as a mother by way of her daughter. And your refusal to move caused the mother to have to take a lower seat to accommodate you as a guest for her daughter's event. It ain't even about me. It ain't even about me because I moved so that my guests could stay together. That's, I am not gonna have my guests all over, my people that's riding with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But but the point is, ma'am, you didn't realize that the mistress of ceremony, which is Melody,
right,
gave up the seat because she didn't want her participants in the program to be set too far off so that they have to walk back in the room to come up to the stage. Now, mind you, we didn't get to it because we went over. We went over by 30, 35 minutes, but I was closing the show with Melody, and that's what she didn't know. But Melody wanted all her guests right there by stage. You got to get on and off real quick and transition. So if that lady's, but see, sometimes you can't teach an old fool new tricks. Because if you came on
Absolutely.
that bullshit on Monday, it ain't no way in for you to make sense of it. Because some people like that, they think they right, they think they right. They don't see nothing. You don't wake up with grace and favor and thanking God for an accelerated experience
Mm-hmm.
more than what you paid for. You still found fault. You don't realize that the mother who deserves to be at the table, forget me, took a lower seat to accommodate you, and her daughter took a lower seat to accommodate you. Her guests, her keynote speakers got moved around to accommodate you. You don't think about that. And for me, I'm sorry that happened to those people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm sorry about the whole situation. It's so sad because at an event that excellence was being shown, like I said, a deplorable showed up to try to throw a monkey wrench and that excellence, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And so, if this would have happened to someone else, they may have set it off and it might have been a fight, which would have been really bad for Melody. It would have really embarrassed her. And they would have said, see those millimeters, but you handle it with grace. And so that everyone else around there who could hear what was going on, everyone handled it with such grace. So, I have to say thank you. And I'm thankful to God because when things like that happen, it's only the peace of God that will keep us from losing it. You know what I mean? Only the grace of God will keep us from losing it because right now it's like the whole world is on edge. And it's only the grace of God that will keep you from losing it. Because we all know we can all put paws on people. We can fight. You know what I mean? But it's the grace of God that
and the grace of I want y'all to keep, and I like what you're saying, Cinnamon, but I still like what's so important is the caliber of the people that were in the room that didn't, because you know what that says? We're used to it. Go ahead, you can sit there. And it wasn't that, it's like shit, when I knew where I was supposed to sit because I knew I was a part of the program, which was a surprise. So I can't just be moving. That's why I was like, oh no, I gotta sit here. And like I ain't gotta give you every detail, ma'am, to get my seat.
Right.
But the point is, all of the magnificent men and women.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important part.
It was the excellence. The room was full with excellence. Absolutely.
That
because it could have been certain places, somebody going there acting like that, it would have been a brawl. So, but because it was a room full of excellence and the spirit of excellence was there. So when people walk in excellence and they come together, one person, like my mother would say, one monkey, the saying about one monkey can't, what is it? One monkey can't. Yeah, exactly. And so that was the one monkey that tried and it didn't work.
Oh no, like there's too many
the show wasn't going to be stopped. Wasn't nobody else going to get upset. Everybody stayed cool. They understood their purpose for the evening, and it is what it is. And it was what it is.
Yeah. It's small to a giant, which is why everybody walked. Girl, child, that night we went but girl, we was partying in the lobby. Ain't nobody worried about that. She woke up and still feeling that on Monday, which tells me, let me tell you something. Get around the right people, because sweetheart, ain't no way you're supposed to carry that into Monday when you got an elevated experience. Get around the right people, number one. And number two, I will say this, y'all, always do the right thing.
Exactly.
Always do the right thing. I don't care, even if it means, I don't care. Like, I'll always do the right thing. I'll try, even if I don't want to, I'll walk off. I'm a queen of walking off. You'll be like, Queen Sheba walked off in my face. Damn sure did. You want me to walk off or you want to get cursed out? I will walk off. You've heard people say, you hung up on me. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. We finna end this. We not finna do this. Because I've come too far. Always do the right thing. It will be returned to you. These people that I've had the pleasure of being around are a gift. The young ones, the ones my age, when I'm telling you laughter, genuine people, just wonderful, wonderful men and women. Do the right thing. Keep striving in excellence. And we're about to wrap up. Keep being yourself now. Now, let me tell you something. In doing the right thing, find your damn people. Find your people that's going to love your crazy self, flaws and all. And with that being said, we finna leave the audience with their final positive thoughts. I'm going to start with Miss Beverly. Miss Beverly, on a positive, what would you like to leave the audience?
I just want to say respect is universal. It should be universal. And you got mental illness out here for real. A lot of people come in with hidden agendas, and I believe they were just evil just because. That
All right.
household probably is evil.
Thank you, Miss Beverly. Cinnamon Swirl, positive thoughts. What would you like to leave the audience with? Not even just about this, but when it comes to, there are so many things that could happen in a situation like that. What would you like to leave us with to ponder on?
I would like to say life is short. Live it to the fullest every day. Every single day. Life is but a dream. So live it and live it in excellence every single day.
Thank you. Aunt Debbie, you got the floor. When you think about everything we talked about, the challenges, the highs, the lows, the beauty of the event, the consistency of Melody, how she's able to step up no matter what she's up against, even when there's things going on that she cannot control, even though she's being asked to control it. What would you like to leave the audience with?
First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Cinnamon Swirl.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Aunt Debbie.
God
I
bless
love
you.
you.
I feel like this. Stop going places looking for something for nothing, causing disturbances. Be better than that. All that costs, all that rigmarole, that couple costs. The next time they go, if you paid for a dollar seat, go to what you paid for. Don't take advantage. Don't do that. It makes you look bad. You were in the room. Thank God you were able to go and to be in the room. But to take more than what you paid for, look at yourself. Do better. That couple need to do better. And if that's the way they gonna act, don't go to nice affairs, because that's not how you treat people. That's not how the world works. I'm in Chicago. That would have set off a riot. Event closed down. So just be better. Next time, don't do that, because it caused a whole lot of problems for a whole lot of people, for everybody. And that's not the way you act when you go to an event like that. Be better than you were yesterday.
I agree. Miss Beverly, I think you want to say something, but I had to mute you, girl. That air machine got a lot of noise, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to say, I forgot to say happy birthday to Cinnamon Swirl. And like Aunt Debbie, I'm from Chicago too, and I grew up the hard way. Yes, it would have been a riot. That's it.
Thank you for the birthday wish.
Y'all, the mothers of the palace do not play. They about that life, and they cruising too. So listen, y'all better. They do not play over here. The aunties of the palace. But listen, I just want to say this. I told my group behind the wall, I said, listen, when we cruise, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What we will not be is a group of Black folks that go somewhere and that's rude, unruly, and talking to people crazy. I don't believe in doing that, even if I think it. Now, we might talk about your ass when we get to the room or on the elevator, but we're not going to do it right in there. We just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? We'll get up and move in unison. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. We're not going to argue with you. Can you get us another table, sir? That's the kind of people we are. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to laugh and kiki and talk about you like a dog when we get up to that room in our pajamas and have a glass of wine. But we will not act a public fool. No matter how justified I feel. I'm not doing that with you. And I hope that lady learns a lesson. It may not be today. I may not even be her vessel. But at the end of the day, ma'am, I want you just to consider the sacrifice that a mother made, Miss Van, on the behalf of her child. Take me out of the equation, because anybody could have been sitting there. Take me out. It still was not your seats. And that's all I want to say. And at the end of the day, Black people made a sacrifice for you. I don't know what your tickets were. I don't know what your tickets were not. All I know is based on what the gentleman said, that your husband said, it wasn't VIP. I don't know. Now, how would he know that? He had a talk with your husband. But at the end of the day, if you find it in your heart, focus on the good and what people did to accommodate you. You know why? Because we're used to it. We didn't skip. We didn't miss a beat. We know it'll happen again, and we do it, and we do it well. And that's what I leave everybody with. And that's what I leave you with, ma'am, if you're in the bushes. That's it. Period, point blank. And with that being said, we finna get to these super chats because we gotta leave with a positive affirmation. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Money, 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 money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money, 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 money comes to me, comes to me. Money, 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 money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money, 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 money comes to me. Money, 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 money.
All right, here we go. Too blessed for you with a 5-piece and a pepper says, you are a class act Queen Sheba, darling. And I might add a classy lady and a Black queen. Listen, it's crazy for me to hear y'all say that. And maybe because I'm a Scorpio and on the outside we can be chill, but in our head we can be brewing. So when I hear it, I know I'm like, wow, thank you. Because I'm human. Yes, and I believe in knucking if you bucking. Shonda Walker with a 10-piece and a pepper. She says, I think she was a plant and it did not work. Could have been. I don't know. But I just know it was wild and crazy. Crazy. Shonda Walker with a 2-piece and a pepper. I told y'all she was a plant. Okay, y'all must have been talking about something. Y'all must have been talking about something in the chat. Maxine Perry with a 1-piece. I understand, Queen. We need to get that pepper in there, Maxine. We got a 1-piece. We need that pepper. Yes. Liazy. Did I say it right? Leezy W with a 10-piece and a pepper says, oh, Lord, she's an older lady. No, I'm so sorry, Queen. Love you. And I love you too. Thank you, Queen. Side Eye Sage 7 with a 5-piece and a pepper says, Queen, some of these folks need to link up with a good therapist because the lights are on, but nobody, girl, is home. Girl, say it again. 1 fry short of a Happy Meal, honey. 1 fry short of a Happy Meal. Sexy RN, CCRN, gifted 1 Queen Sheba, darling membership. Y'all, she got that money comes to me. Flowing effortlessly. Thank you, Sexy RN. And congratulations to the lucky recipient of her generosity. We appreciate you. Care Bear, I like that name. Care Bear. Wait a minute. Isn't that in a scary movie where he's like, Care Bear? That I remember that name, Care Bear. Care Bear with a 2-piece and a pepper. She says they probably brought tickets the day of. Who knows? All I know is they was sitting somewhere they wasn't supposed to be. Sexy RN came back, y'all. She just got paid, honey, with a 5-piece and a pepper. She said, misery needs your company. Do not, and I mean do not give it access to you, your peace, all of that. Yes. And we won't. I can't wait to cruise, y'all. If you ain't cruising with the palace, child, baby, them ladies can party. Them ladies can party because we did it this weekend and we sat up and Cinnamon, are you ready?
I'm ready, Queen Sheba.
You are, girl. You finna meet a girl. Listen, we got radio hostesses. I was like, you work for who? I work for the. Oh, wait a minute. We got greatness coming in. Listen, it's on and popping. Miss Beverly, you ready? Go ahead, Cinnamon.
I said, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Y'all better bring some cute clothes because they can dress now.
Oh, honey, I can dress my behind off. I don't need no practice when it comes to that.
I'm even talking about their lounge outfit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always win best dress, honey. I can dress it down. So, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Miss Beverly, you ready?
Oh, yes, I've been ready. I'm ready to go now.
You gonna kiss a boy on a cruise?
Heck no. I'm gonna kiss myself.
Okay, no, let me catch you dancing with a feller in the club.
All right now, I just might.
So let me catch you dancing with a feller in the club. I'm sorry, y'all. That's how we play in the palace. I wish. Let me run up on one of them kissing a boy in the club and dance a night when they supposed to be in their room. All right, so y'all, thank you for tuning in. It's been a hell of a show. Thank you. I just had to have an honest moment. That's what we do in the palace. Ain't nobody holding nobody hostage over here. And just remember, with the palace, if you pick on one, you pick on all. We coming to the movement. Period. Point blank. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Here for hot tea. We love you, little sis, and you did a good job this weekend. But listen, y'all. Listen, if you ain't cruising, I don't know what you waiting on. You missing out. Even if you ain't cruising with me, there's a lot of content creators that are starting to get up and get out and organize trips. Get out that damn house and meet some people. That's it. That's all. Good night, everybody.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?